Welcome, everybody. Welcome to a Westco 3A League match here at STSPN. We got Tim Boyle, John McLean, and Ron Hethorn. Our 5-tool player, Todd Elvig.
Yeah, here in the Bear Cave for wrestling.
The Bear Cave. It is wrestling. We got Glacier Peak versus Mountlake Terrace tonight. Coming at you live. And
we're all back asswards. We're sitting on the wrong side of the gym.
We are.
What's up with that?
It's senior night. It's senior night tonight. We got there's the wrestler himself, Sean Elledge,
giving Mom a hug.
Yep.
And
getting some flowers.
This is the last regular season match for these kids tonight.
Yep,
too.
Exactly. That's why it's senior night, and we're going to see the lineup's going to be a little bit different tonight, gentlemen. Like highlights include regional participant, first Mount Baker, second Mountain Classic. Sean Elledge, the state champion, right there. Looking to defend his title this year, ranked number 1 at 182.
Yeah, I think Sean's going to move up to 195 tonight is what we've been heard.
Just for fun.
Just for fun, just to see what he can do.
I believe that's Tyler Saban.
Yep,
looking
that's
at.
Saban.
He had a great match last week. Kind of lost in a controversial match with Kodiak Landis last week at Snohomish.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was.
Kodiak was having a hard time keeping everything together there.
He was bleeding there. Here's Chris Becerra, quarterback. I didn't even know he was wrestling this year.
So his little brother, right?
Yeah, and his little brother Marcus is wrestling.
Normally family members stake out different territory, but they're overlapping big time.
Oh, yeah, we got lots of overlap.
Becerra overlaps and Elledge overlaps.
First place also. His career plans are after graduation to University of University of Washington.
I think that's Michael Matwichuk.
Yeah, Matwichuk.
Parents Kevin and Catherine. Here comes Jacob Elledge, the wrestler's cousin. Now Jacob's had a great year this year. Had a great year last year. He was runner-up in state last year. Parents Todd and Chris.
Yeah, completely different body style than his cousin.
Yeah.
Long and lean.
Can almost be a basketball player.
Yeah, but he uses that leverage in wrestling instead.
That's right. So Jacob's looking to get a state title this year. Join his cousin Sean.
Jake's going to lead us off tonight. I think we're starting at 152.
He is leading us off tonight.
I remember when I was 150 pounds.
When?
That was a long, long time ago.
Way long time ago.
Got to go back to high school for me.
Oh, yeah. Or shortly thereafter.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There's your seniors.
Only 4.
Okay, so tonight...
That's a young team. That bodes well for GT next year.
Yep, it is. And tonight we got Mountlake Terrace. So we got a league match tonight. Terrace has been struggling a little bit this year. They got some forfeits this year. Or this tonight, I think we got about 3 or 4 forfeits. But it is a league match none the same, so we're going to bring you the live action.
Here comes the music.
Here we go.
Terrace has had a little bit of a losing record this year. They're 1-2 league and 3-7 overall, and Glacier Peak is 7-1 overall. So
yeah, Glacier Peak hasn't lost a league match, and they of course lost to Snohomish last week.
Snohomish, though, I mean that's a program, and they're well stacked at every weight class.
They are. Did you
they got
see
a
what
good
happened?
team.
And I'd like to thank our friends down at Snohomish for being so graceful to us last week. That was great. They said we could come back anytime. But did you see what happened, Lake Stevens versus Snohomish?
No.
Lake Stevens beat them 51-12 on Tuesday night.
No, I didn't see
So
that.
Stevens put the hurt on
Stevens is powerful.
Man.
So that shows you how good they are.
So they should have 2 or 3 kids going into state pretty good then, huh?
Who's that?
Lake Stevens.
Oh, couple years they've sent 13 wrestlers to state, that's unheard of.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You don't do that.
They must have something in the water up there in that lake.
I remember we would send like 4, and that was like really good. They're sending 13.
Somebody's pouring human growth hormone in that lake or something.
I think there's some recruiting violations going on there.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Maybe they live on the lake and water ski. It makes their legs real strong, John.
Something like that. Say hello give a shout out to our good friend Scott Oshman, who's joining us from Salt Lake City tonight.
Scotty Oshman.
Scott Oshman, ladies and gentlemen.
On vacation.
Working hard in the mountains.
He can only handle one wrestling match this year.
That's all he can take. Wrestling's great to watch.
Oh, yeah. So
It's
tonight,
a great spectator sport.
talk about a couple things tonight. Our referee's Dan Parr, by the way. Hopefully the ref won't determine any matches like they did last week.
Dan looked good in the two the two exhibition matches to start things off tonight.
He knows what he's doing.
He looked like he brought his A game.
So tonight, 152, we're going to have Jacob Elledge going against Lex Davis. Lex Davis, he was actually, there was supposed to be somebody named Cammie Roberts. I think might have been a female. But they're putting Lex Davis in. So we'll get to see a good wrestling match right away.
I think my prediction is Jake's going to start things off real quick with a nice win for us.
They did, and worthy of note, we started out with a win against Snohomish last week. And it didn't go so well after that.
All down.
A lot of matches though could have gone either way.
And it was an interesting meet too, because they were kind of wrestling around the edges of the circle, right? Not much happening in the middle.
Yep. That overtime match that was with Logan Coleman. That overtime match where he got pushed out of bounds, or pushed him out of bounds, and the ref called the match. Interesting calls during that match. Then we got this dual meet, and we got the Glacier Peak is holding the district tournament this year
for basketball.
Right here for wrestling too.
For wrestling too?
Yeah.
It's going to be a busy.
Yeah, and that's going to take place on Friday the 31st, I believe, and Saturday the 1st.
And do we know how many kids from GP are going to be participating in that?
We will find out, though.
Shortly, I imagine. If this is the last meet, then everybody else should be wrapping up here, too.
Exactly. So tonight, we want to welcome a couple people here. We got some coaching staff from Central Washington University joining us again. They're here to watch the wrestler himself, Sean Elledge. For football, though.
Well, yeah, you can tell a lot by watching wrestling for football, right?
Yeah,
you can see how quick they are, how aggressive they are, right? See what kind of athlete you're looking at.
Absolutely. And then we got some more coaches from Wayne State and Nebraska. So Elledge is getting the squeeze put on him.
We should have brought a football. He could have run a couple patterns here.
We could have done some combine drills here.
Sure.
The Central guys would have liked that. I'm told the Central guys put us on a 60-inch screen last week.
And, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
They probably turned the noise down, though. They probably didn't want to listen to us talk.
No, why would they?
That's what I'd do. I'd turn the sound off.
We had some people from Honolulu tuned in, and Nevada, and New York.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Live
on the internet.
Yeah, so Tim, the coach from Mountlake Terrace, Canoa Vieira, we talked to him earlier tonight, and he's pretty optimistic about his team fighting to the end, but like to make a big shout out for him because this is his last match. He's retiring this year.
It is.
And he's had 19 years as the Hawks head coach.
19 years, so it's going to be his last dual meet tonight. He's going to finish off the season with the tournaments and stuff, but tonight's his last dual meet.
So he's probably going to, he said he's going to hang around for a while. You know, it's kind of hard to get rid of these guys. He's still a teacher at the school, so
that's right.
So he'll be hanging around there.
And he was very gracious to talk to us and give us the lowdown, so we appreciate it.
And Terrace is a school that's put together an excellent sports program pretty much all around.
Well, their basketball team and their football team have really come around the last couple years. Glacier Peak barely beat them in football this year.
And beat them in basketball, but just by a little bit too.
But last year it was a different story in basketball. Okay, here we go.
And we'll find out what the next basketball game against Mountlake Terrace is Friday night, John. We'll be down there.
That's right.
The rematch.
In the Hawk's Nest.
In the Hawk's Nest.
Okay, we're going to pause for the Pledge of Allegiance here.
seated. All right, tonight, we'll start with
Boy, pretty good crowd here tonight, you know. Wrestling fans are a different breed.
Oh, they are.
To get any more fans out here, John, they'd have to open up the other bleachers.
They're shaking hands out here. That's the 106-pounders.
We have a forfeit for the Mountlake Terrace Hawks. And for the Glacier Grizzlies, Samir
Mahmood.
Not going to get a wrestle. He's got a forfeit.
Get an automatic 6 points on the board there.
20-pound division, we have multiple forfeits.
A double forfeit at
Moving on to 126.
120.
Mountlake Terrace Hawks on the forfeit.
Oh, that means we don't get to see Kim wrestle. That's too bad we don't get to see Kim.
I know.
Kim's an excellent wrestler.
He'll be a state participant this year.
This is the face-off here. Got to come out and look him in the eye.
There's a lot of psychology going on right now.
It's like the WWE. That would jump.
At the 145 for the Hawks, Kevin.
He runs like an old man.
And for your Grizzlies, Daniel Bastion.
Bastion's just going to walk out there nice and slow.
At 152 for your Hawks, Lex Davis. And for the Glacier Peak,
Davis got a head of hair.
we have Jacob.
There's Jacob right there.
Elledge. Hey, look at that. They're about the same height.
Walking out with a little bit of an attitude there. I like it.
At 160 for the Hawks, Sean Poole.
Cool.
And for your Grizzlies, Tyler Saban.
Saving the senior.
At 170, Mountlake Terrace is sending out Sid Springberg.
Springberg.
Alexander
Manchik.
At 182 for the Hawks, Tim Zool.
Got you.
Zool, that's a good name.
Brock Just against Tim Zool.
That sounds like a good match.
Should be.
At 195, the Hawks.
They're all good.
Potter.
Brett Potter's got his hands full tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Sean.
There he is.
Elledge's going to be coming after him
Oh,
tonight.
he's the crowd favorite tonight, too. This is Sean's last dual meet here at
Yeah, we're going to
Glacier
miss
Peak.
him next year.
Yeah, and everything.
Yeah.
Hawks, Taylor.
We'll even miss him in basketball.
For your Grizzlies, Noah Elmappy.
Pal Maffey. Noah Pal Maffey.
And at 285, Mountlake Terrace, Caleb Davis.
And a quarterback.
Look who Caleb, quarterback Chris Becerra.
Senior Chris Becerra.
Chris ran out there with a little bit of spunt.
Chris should call for a huddle.
He should.
Here's the captains.
All right, for Mountlake Terrace tonight, you have assistant coaches Tadashi Myers, Tyler Gentry, Sam Sotelo, Mike Brady, with head coach Kanoa Vieira.
Parr going to give him a little instruction.
And the Glacier Peak coaching staff is Cameron Kuhn, Jordan Gear,
A little sportsmanship talk.
Yep, he gives you his rules and his expectations.
Clint Johnson, and head coach Brian Mossberg.
Hopefully he's not throwing in any new rules.
Like last week?
Yeah, stuff that's just unexpected. Making up some stuff out there? I hope not.
It's a little darker in the bear cave than it was over
It is.
the homies land.
Yeah, they got a little mood lighting going on.
It's the way it should be.
They need fog, a little music.
We got rid of the fog last week, John. Enough of that.
So what we're not going to see, gentlemen, like we did last week, we didn't know who was wrestling at what. It was such a chess match last week. We didn't know who was wrestling what till right when they came out. Tonight we kind of know who's where.
Can they still have the ability to change that up if they want to?
They could, yeah. Well, it depends on, if Terrace puts their guy out first, then Glacier Peak could, in theory, put a different person out. But I don't think we're going to see it tonight.
Not this match, at least.
These look like different uniforms.
Yeah, they got the home
unis.
With the claw marks on them.
We were too poor to have home and away uniforms when we were wrestling. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Elledge, runner-up in state last year.
Jacob, 4-year letterman, too.
Yeah. Nice single leg.
Last year, a 27-6 record.
2-point takedown.
Off to a good start. Jake wants a pin, though.
Looking for some near fall points there. Trying to roll him just a little bit.
Now, how close do you have to get him to get near fall points?
It's got to break the plane.
Break the plane? Well, he did that.
Yeah. There he goes. 45-degree angle, I think, is what it is.
Oh, he's going to climb on top. Squoze over.
He's getting the leg right in there. That's a classic move. Throw the leg right in and roll him over. Again, Jake was runner-up at state last year, looking for a state title this year.
Jake's pretty much got control of this. Good job with the leg hook.
He's in trouble now.
He's got 40 seconds to make something happen in the first session.
Yeah, time ticking away.
It's going to be probably a 3-point near fall. Three-point near fall, so 7-0. Elledge. Nope, just letting him up. 1-point escape. What kind of worthy tidbits do we have from Jake there?
Jake last year had a 27-6 record. Doesn't know his record this year at all.
It's good, though.
He's doing very well. Doesn't know what he's really going to do after graduation. Possibly wrestle in college, depending on what offers he can get.
Sitting on a 9-1 lead in the first round, so impressive first round for Jacob.
Jake's favorite wrestling memory was winning his state semifinals match last year.
That would be a good memory. That means you're in the finals.
That means you've had a good season right there. That's all.
He's going to get a 2-point reversal here real quick. Oh, and he's going to get some fall points. Gave him the reversal.
He's got that leg locked with that right arm. Look at that.
He's kind of toying with him right now.
It's 11-1, the points.
11-1. When it gets...
What's a tech fall is...
15 points.
15?
Yeah.
I just learned something new. 15 points and it's over, huh?
Yep.
15 to 0.
That's just like a pin. And then that's a 5-point team score then, right?
Correct.
Yeah, instead of 6 for the actual pin.
I think Jake's looking for 6, not 5.
And then there's no points for a long ride in high school, but there is in college, correct?
No riding points in high school, no. I think it's too much to keep track of in high school.
So up to 14 already, guys.
14-1, Jacob.
13 spread, so he needs 2 more, huh?
2 more, and he's got the technical fall.
46 seconds left.
He's looking for the cradle there. He's going to flip him back. There's the points right there. He's trying to kick out of it hard. Oh, he's done.
Pretty close to a pin, guys.
There it is. Got it.
There you got 6. Plus all those.
Nice move for a pin in the second round.
Okay, good way to start it off for the Grizzlies.
Yep.
6-0.
Now we got Saban coming out.
Now, Tyler Saban, he's the one that had a great match last week.
Going up up against Sean Poole there. Sean's got a 9-11 record overall for this year.
Tyler.
Tyler, did he wrestle? He wrestled up last week, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he did.
Yeah, he was Yeah. I think he wrestled Kodiak Landis last week, if I'm not mistaken. That was a great match down in Snohomish.
That was a tough match.
Yeah, and I think that was kind of a controversial match, too. He should have had like an escape at the end, and they didn't give it to him. Kodiak was kind of bloody, but good match for both those guys. Tyler's got 2-point lead here for the takedown.
So one of Tyler's favorite memories of being a student at GP was parading around in his singlet at the school winter pep assembly.
I'll tell you what.
And riding a bike around at that assembly with Elledge.
With both of it? With Sean and Jacob?
He said on the Elledge big wheel.
Well, I'll tell you what, it takes a lot of guts to walk around the school in your singlet.
Hey, nobody has more guts than these wrestlers.
Yeah, nobody probably said anything to him.
Oh, absolutely not. They'd tie you up
behind their back.
They'd tie you up in a knot.
Well, he's got the cradle now. There's the near fall points. He's going to get 2 out of that. Headgear came off. Timeout. Should be 2-point near fall, which it is. 4-0. Tyler's looking good tonight.
The last time out for Sean Poole against Meadowdale, he won his match. He pinned Mason Smith.
Yep, he's having a great year. His goal this year in wrestling is to place at state. Admirable goal. One of the funniest things he thinks about